What we're going to start off with today is something simple, and that is how to begin learning how to rope. We've had a lot of interest from our viewers, so we're going to take you through the different steps for the entry-level person who wants to learn how to rope, and we start you on the ground. So to begin with, we'll begin with our rope, and we're going to build coils, and you have to twist with the lie of the rope. I'm going to keep the rope in front of you. This is the Honda. This is the burner. This is the tail of the rope. These are the coils of the rope. The coils of the rope should be equal in size. It's easier to handle and makes for a more consistent loop. When we build the loop, simply take your hand, hold a thumb underneath, and flip it back over. Slide it back up, release. Push your Honda down. That creates the spoke. And I call this the float between your left hand and your right hand. And you'd like that to be about shoulders width. So I thought what we would do is have my daughter Lauren help us with this. This summer she decided she'd like to learn how to rope. So Lauren, come on over here. And this is my daughter Lauren. She's 11.
Hello.
And she's got her little pink rope there. So Lauren, we're going to just start by holding onto your tail. And you're just going to throw your coils out. And then take your hand. We bring it up like a tennis racket from your index finger through the heel, diagonally across your palm. And then we're just going to build your loop, or your coils rather, with a twist as needed until you have the Honda in your hand. Okay? You'd like your loop to be about shoulder height to start with. That's an easy size to manage. So we're going to build our spoke. I'm going to make sure I've got enough float and I got my tail set up. My coils are held in front of my body because everything we do on the ground represents what we're going to do in the saddle. So when we start swinging, position your arm with your elbow up, your left hand in front, and reach. So you have a forward swing and a back swing. And then you rotate your wrist as you come forward so that the back of your hand is part of your foreswing. So you can just bring it around like this. The key to your swing mechanics is making sure your elbow stays fairly consistent. So the plane remains the same as opposed to up, down, up, down, up, down. And what that will do, that will change the plane of your loop. So we'd like to have loop here, start here. And I start with a long arm so I don't get hung up on my stirrup or my spur or catch my horse's tail. I position my feet just like I'm riding my horse. And I'm just going to reach and I'm going to look at my target. Now the target that I really desire is the base of the right horn. So the length of these horns, that's what I'm going to look at. That'll be my release point. And really, I don't want you to pull your slack. I just want you to swing and release. 1, 2, 3. So here is our Honda, which is at our target. Can you see how that loop coiled around to the side of the bale and came around the front of the horns? That's going to ensure that I have a horn catch versus a neck catch. Build our loop. You like it to be a shoulder height. Have float between your left and right hand. And hold the coils in front of you because this is how you're steering your horse. So that's important. So again, I'm going to just build my swing. And I'm going to draw my slack. Now you can see what I did was I brought my slack off with an extended arm in this motion, which in turn allowed that rope to be drawn down the center of that steer's back and gave me a nice horn catch. So that's a clean catch. And remember, you're riding your horse. You're doing a good job keeping your elbow up. Now, you were just a little short in your release. You probably want to move up just a little bit. And then keep in mind that this coil should be loosely positioned in this hand.
Okay.
So if you need a little bit more, it'll just come off for right now. All right, I'm going to help Lauren just one more thing here. That looks like a pretty good swing, but again, you would like your spoke to be about 12 to 3. So in other words, this is the top of your loop, this is the tip of your loop, this is your spoke. Now, if you have your spoke properly positioned, the Honda is what weights your loop, okay? It helps keep it open. There you go. Very nice. Really good. Okay, now a little diagnose and correct. She has a legitimate catch, but her Honda is on the left side of the bail. So that just tells me she held on a little long, and her release point was just a fraction of a second late, because I would have rather seen it over here. Okay, but that was a good catch. Reach. Don't drop your elbow. There, that's better. Don't drop your elbow. Hey, pretty nice. Okay, I think we're making progress. So the next thing we're going to do now is add your draw. So you're going to draw your slack, okay? Find your target. Left hand. Reach. You're not reaching. Don't pull your slack if you don't have a catch. All right, try it again. Up. Get your arm up. Left hand in front of you. Wrist up. Better. Okay. So again, when you pull your slack, you want it down the middle of the back, all the way.
Okay.
Let's do one more. That was an excellent job, Lauren. A little more authority this time. We're going to have a little roping contest. Ready? Reach. Let's go. Reach. Okay, you're just a little high. That's just a miss. Start your hand up. Give yourself a little more room between your coils and your loop. Arm up. Not behind you, because your horse is behind you. You're going to rope your horse's tail up here. There we go. Better. Swing. You're roping like a girl. Come on.
I am a girl.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. All right. Let's try it again. Let's go. That's what I wanted to see. Excellent. All right, I think that about does it for this segment of Bright Ranch Reining Horses. A little roping demonstration. I hope that helps. Just remember, you like to be able to coil your loops so the coils are consistent. Tail, coils, float, Honda, build your loop, shoulder length, spoke, distance between your hand and the Honda knot. When you swing, try to make a D pattern. Remember your left hand. The most common mistake beginning ropers make is they'll end up pulling with their left hand and forgetting about it, because obviously your brain goes into your right hand and your left hand is forgotten. But always try to get in the habit of positioning those coils in front of you. Good job, Lauren. Thanks for your help. That's it for this week. Until next time, we'll see you around.